Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you, student? I hope you are fine. Welcome to my class biology. I am your biology teacher from United Public School. So students, in before classes what we will discuss about pathogen. So students, pathogens is nothing but the microorganism which caused diseases we called as pathogens. Right. So these pathogens enter in our body. These pathogens will be enter in our body through what? Through food, through drink water, through breathe, and etc. So they are transmitted with the help of direct contact, also means with the help of shake hand, or from the infected person to a healthy person, or it will be transmitted through an animal as well as insect. You may have observed some of the family members or friends getting cold cough with sudden changes of wealth. Yes, we will observe. Yes, students, we will observe. Suddenly we are observing in our family most of the members will get a cold. So cold and cough. Okay, when the infected person sneeze, cough, the pathogens enter into air from the such infected person. When this air containing pathogen enter into the body of a healthy person, if a unhealthy and if a infected person will be sneeze, the pathogens will be enter into the air. The pathogens will be enter into our body through air. So of a healthy person, it may cause cold. So this type of disease will spread from infected person to a healthy one are known as communicable diseases. So students, communicable diseases is nothing but from the infected person, the pathogens will be enter into a healthy one. We are known as communicable diseases. They spread through air, water, food, through physical contact with infected person, or his use of towels, kerchiefs, or through insect like horseflies or mosquitoes. How the communicable disease will be spread? Will be spread through air, water, food, and physical contact with infected. Physical contact is nothing but by using towels, by using kerchiefs, and through insect also like house flies and mosquitoes. Such insect other animals are called vectors. So this type of the disease which is causing through house flies or mosquitoes, such insect we will call as such insect, or such animals we call as vectors. Okay students, common cold, conjunctivitis, typhoid, smallpox, chickenpox, swine flu, tuberculosis, chikungunya are some of the communicable disease. It means it will be transferred from one person to the another person through pathogens or through insect like houseflies and as well as mosquitoes. So the microorganism Plasmodium cause malaria. The female Anopheles mosquito carries Plasmodium, and that is vector. Mosquito are vector for other diseases as well. So my dear students, the microorganisms like Plasmodium, it will be cause the malaria disease. We get malaria, typhoid now. So by the Plasmodium only we get the malaria. So you see here a female Anopheles mosquito is there. He will carry this pathogen. He will carry this Plasmodium. Okay, he will carry this Plasmodium, and thus it is the vector. So female Anopheles we call as a vector. Mosquitoes are vector for other diseases as well. By controlling mosquitoes we can prevent disease caused by them. By controlling the mosquitoes we can prevent the disease which is caused by them. Mosquito breed in a stagnant water as in ponds, tanks, waste pots and waste flower pots. So the reproduction of mosquitoes will be take place in ponds as well as in tanks, in waste pots and waste flower pots. So my dear students, houseflies also carry disease causing microorganisms and can spread disease like typhoid. So the housefly, the mosquito will cause the disease. Which type of disease it will be caused? It will be caused the malaria. Yes students, yes, it will be caused the malaria. But housefly, it also carry disease causing microorganisms, and it can be prevent disease like it can be spread the disease like typhoid, cholera, diarrhea, etc. When they sit on the garbage, excreta of infected person or animals, pathogens stick to their bodies. When they flies sit, so whenever they will be sit on the garbages, excreta of infected person, animals, and the pathogens stick to their bodies. The pathogen, the microorganism, harmful microorganism which is responsible for the causing disease will be stick to their bodies, and when this flies, it will be sit on the uncovered food, the food which will not uncovered food, they may be transfer the disease causing microbes. So while sitting on the food, they will transfer the food, they will transfer the disease, they will transfer the pathogens into the food. However, eat this food become infected. If we are eat this food, we will get infected. So we must avoid taking uncovered food. So we have not to take the uncovered food, we have to take the food which is covered. That is why we should always cover the food. That's why we are always cover the food, and we are also eat the food which is covered. House flies breed on garbages. Okay, so we can control the house flies by keeping surrounding clean. If we are keep the surrounding clean, means we can control the house flies. We can control the reproduction of house flies. So one day Samir went to the hospital with his mother. There he saw the following on a wall. One day the Samir will be went to the hospital with her mother. Then he will saw this all the things like tuberculosis. The bacteria will be responsible for cause the diseases. True mode of transmission is mean air, and we can prevent the disease by taking vaccination. And chickenpox, virus, and mode of transmission is also air, vaccination. And measles, mumps, virus, air, vaccination. Polio, it will be caused also same virus, and air, water, and vaccination. Like this, all the things are there. Just you see here. So here, my dear student, the disease caused by microorganisms in animals. So the disease which is caused by the microorganism in animals. Anthrax mainly show effect on cattle. So cattle, sheep, goat, and also affect humans. Foot and mouth disease, viral disease in plant and fishes, fowl pox, septicemia disease, bird flu in poultry, rabies in dogs. So these are the disease which will be caused the microorganisms in animals. Okay. Now we will discuss the disease causing microorganism in plants. Microorganism also cause diseases in plants. Disease in our crop plants are studied to save our crop. So microorganisms will also cause the disease in plant. Disease in our crop plant have studied to save our crop. So we have to study about the which type of microorganism will cause the disease to our crops. The following table shows some disease caused by microorganism in crop plant. So these are the following table. In it we will see the which type of name of the plant disease. So in citrus canker, causative microorganism is nothing but who will cause the disease. Example, bacteria. And mode of transmission, how it will be transferred to the plant through air. Okay. Red root of sugarcane. In sugarcane, it's through fungi and air and seedling. And Tika disease of groundnut, you will see on the groundnut plant. It will also caused by fungi and air and seeds. And tobacco mosaic virus disease by virus, and mode of transmission through insect. And just you see here like this figure is there. Okay. Smut disease of rice, the disease will be caused in rice, and the causative agent is fungus. And how it will be transmitted? It will be transmitted through air. Just you see here, it is a rice plant. So we easily know about food poisoning. Food poisoning, sometimes you may have heard or read in newspaper that some people were hospitalized due to food poisoning. Did you hear something like news in here? Yes, we will hear something, this news in the newspaper. So many people will get hospitalized due to food poisoning. Food poisoning could be due to the consumption of spoiled food. How the food poisoning will be caused? If we eat the spoiled food, it will be caused the food poisoning. So microorganisms produce toxic substance in spoiled food. This toxic substance make the food poisonous. So some microorganism will produce toxic substance in the spoiled food. So this toxic substance make the food poisonous. Taking stale food may lead to vomiting, motions, even to death. If we take stale food, it may lead to our vomiting or motion as well as even death also. So food preservation. So my dear students, food preservation is nothing but we have to preserve our food. Yes, we have to preserve our food. If microbes grow on our food, they will spoil it. Yes, spoiled food smell and taste bad. Yes, if the microorganism will be grow on our food, they will be spoil the food, and as well as it with the spoiled food will be give the bad smell. Yes, and taste also bad. Water or moisturizer present the food item helps the microorganisms to grow. How the microorganisms will be grow on the food means due to the presence of moisture and as well as water in them. How we can preserve our food? Think how we can prevent the growth of microorganisms on food. So students, you have learned in 6th class the different methods are adopted to preserve at home. Yes, we have different methods to preserve our food. Okay, at our homes. For example, while making pickles, salt and oil are added. Yes, while making pickles, we have to add some soil. We have to add some salt and as well as oil. Fishes are preserved by adding salt. Yes, or smoking them. And jams and jellies are preserved by adding sugars after boiling fruit. Okay. Vegetables, slice and fishes are preserved by adding salt and drying in sunlight. The vegetables will be sliced, means the upper layer will be removed, and fishes are preserved by adding salt. Yes, dry or as well as it will be dry in the sunlight. Food preservation, heat and cold method. You might have observed your mother boiling the milk before using or storing it. Yes, you will observe your mother boiling the milk before using or storing it. Yes, boil help in killing some types of microorganism which is present in the milk. If we are boiling the milk, it will be help us to kill the microorganism which will be present in the milk. After lunch or dinner, preserve our remaining food items in the refrigerator. Yes, we will preserve after lunch or dinner at the night time. After our dinner will be completed, we will preserve the remaining food in the where we will preserve the remaining food in the refrigerator. We preserve fruits and vegetables and some other food items also in the refrigerator also. Okay, refrigerator help inhibit the growth of microorganisms. Microorganisms do not grow in the cold and hot condition. So why we are keeping this remaining food in the refrigerator means refrigerator is a it help in inhibit the growth. It does not help to grow the microorganism because the microorganism will do not grow in the cold and hot conditions. Okay, so last topic is our pasteurization. Another method of preservation is called pasteurization. We have to preserve by using another method we call as pasteurization. You might have read the word written on the milk packets. Yes, you will see some words will be written on the milk packet. In the process, milk is heated up to 72 centigrade for 30 minutes and they are suddenly chilled and stored. Like this, the process will be written on the milk packets. This prevents the growth of microorganisms. This process was discovered by Louis Pasteur. Why they are doing like this process means because it will not grow the microorganisms, and this process were discovered by whom? This process were discovered by Louis Pasteur. So the method is known as pasteurization. We call this method as a pasteurization. Okay. So students, today's your homework. Just to see this table, the whole table you have to write and submit in the group. This is your homework. Okay, the whole table you have to write and one time you have to write and submit in the group. Okay, thank you.